Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a small review on this Notos airplane. I believe it's pronounced Notos. It's spelled N-O-T-O-S. It's sold by Plane Print, and I'll be doing a review on this and showing you the structures, how everything is done. And like I said, I'll be doing more of these type of reviews on my channel. And I have a lot of airplane files, and I buy a lot of the files so I can see how things are done inside and how they just model certain things inside the airplane. So when I decide to model an airplane, I have a wide source of information I can pull from and design them into the planes if I have a problem or something like that. And I'll be showing you guys how to model this stuff too. The internal structures and different things, how they do things on my channel. So let's just go ahead and get started here. Now this is the Notos pattern plane here. It's an F3A style type of airplane. And this is what it looks like. This gray area up here up front, this is PLA, just regular PLA. And I want to thank Polymakers for sending me the PLA for this airplane. Like I said, the front up here is gray PLA, and the back here is lightweight PLA. Now that's done to get the plane to CG properly. If the whole plane was printed out with lightweight PLA, it'd be harder to get it to CG. So they went ahead and made the front with regular PLA. And also, it's a little stronger too up front than the rear back here is. So let's take a look at some of the things they've incorporated into this, like the hatch. Now, this hatch here, it's two walls here. There's an inner wall and an outer wall. And to do that, you use the shell command. And then they went ahead and put structure in here on one over here, and one over here, and one over here on the top. And I've showed you guys how to do that. But if you have any questions about how to do that, just leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to show you how to do that again. And up here they have a small little latch, goes on the bottom. And then there's a hole back here. Now this pin, this carbon fiber rod, there's a rubber band inside of here. So you pull this back and the rubber band pulls it back forward. Now I've seen different hatch releases, like the previous plane I showed you guys, that it has magnets to hold the canopy down. And another plane that I will be reviewing, it uses a plastic pin, or excuse me, a plastic piece of plastic to hold, to act as like this rubber band here. And so that's really good, I think. Different ways of doing things. And also this front piece here is done with two walls, also an outer wall and an inner wall, and it's probably got maybe some portions it has probably 2 millimeters wall, and another part has like I'd probably say about 4 millimeter wall, and then there's some structure in it also. But the back here is printed, it's just one layer, it's only one outer wall, and then there's structure that goes you know, diagonally like an X on both sides of this, and then there's an internal structure plate between the two, and very nice design. So I don't know if you can see down inside of here, but we'll as you can see that down in there. All right, now this here has a hacker motor in it up front, a hacker motor that I'm using for it to power it. And the files come with a spinner also and a back plate to use, and I'll be using those as well. And I'm using KST servos here for this build as also. And again, thank you KST for sending me the servos. And the landing gear here. Now the landing gear, this outer portion of it, this is lightweight PLA, And this little, I don't know what to call this, little wheel pan or something, but it's made of regular PLA also. And now inside of here is a carbon fiber tube to give this strength, because if this was just lightweight PLA holding this up, this it would just snap off quite easily. But there's a carbon fiber rod that runs all the way up through here into the fuselage itself, which gives it a lot of strength. And then it has a cantalizer on the top up here, as you can see, this cantalizer. And they put structure inside of there. This is not filled in with the infill in your slicer. This is actually a structure inside of here that was drawn. And I showed you guys how to do that as well too, how to do things like that. And let's see, the rudder back here, it has a carbon fiber tube that goes up through the bottom here to the top and holds that in there like that, and goes back and forth. And then there's a servo that goes on the bottom here that will control this rudder back here. And oh, one thing too, this tail wheel here is TPU. Also, with this airplane, you'll need about 500 grams of PLA, 700 grams of lightweight PLA, and 10 grams of TPU. And like I said before, this thing will come in just under 1,500 grams. So it's a pretty light pattern plane, a little small pattern plane. It's quite big for its size. I don't know how to phrase that. It's lightweight for its size. That's it. And it's quite big. And let's take a look at the wing here. The wing here has structure also inside of it, these diamond shapes. I don't know if you can see those, but it has diamond shapes inside of here. And there's a carbon fiber rod that goes there. There's two carbon fiber rods that goes in here and off to the other side to hold the other wing in, and it all locks in. And then the bottom has the servo plate, and the servo screws directly into that. Then it screws into the bottom of the wing. So as I drop this a second time, okay. Sorry about that, folks, but no problem. But here we have the wing itself. And like I said, the has a servo hatch, and the servo screws to the bottom of it, and then it screws into the plane. Okay, what else can I tell you about this plane that comes to my mind? Now, I've seen different ways as far as the hinges are done also. Now, these hinges on this plane, they're made of TPU, 3D printed, and go in here. Now, I've seen filament hinges also, just like a small piece of 3D printing filament as a hinge also, or not the hinge itself, it's just a hinge pin. I've seen that used as a hinge pin, and that seems to work really well too. So there's all kinds of ways of doing things with these 3D printed planes. It just depends on how you want to do it and what works best for you. But this, I do like this plane here. And one day I want to print a bigger plane, design one, a pattern plane, and make it bigger, because I haven't seen like a 2 meter size pattern plane as of yet. But that'll be something to see and fly. And yeah, so I don't know what else to tell you about this. Each one of these are printed in sections, you know, section, and back here they have, they slide into each other like, you know, fit, so they'll slide in. But the front of here, they don't slide in, they're just butted to each other and glued together. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this, this airplane. Also, this canopy is just clear PLA. But as we all know, it can't be clear like like glass or anything like that, or clear plastic. But I'm going to print one on my resin printer and see how clear I can get this to be, because I do like clear canopies on airplanes. I think they look really fantastic. But yeah, so anyway, if you want to download the plans for this, I'll leave the website down in the description of this, so you can go there and check out this plane for yourself. I don't remember what the price of it was. It could have been $40, $30. I don't remember. But I'll have the link down in the description where you can go over there and have a look at this particular plane. And there are some flight videos of this too on YouTube also already out there. And it looks like it flies really well, but I'm not sure. Like I said, sometimes some people say the planes fly really well, and then I fly them and it's like, I don't think so. And so it's vice versa. So I can tell you this plane can fly great, and then somebody else get out there and fly it and no, it doesn't. So, and vice versa. So it's all subjective like that too. So yeah. But if you're new to my channel here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. Plus, it helps my channel grow. Also, hit that like button, because that like button is very important. It helps the channel grow too by getting my videos more seen, so more people can take a look at them. Also, if you can, I'd like to make this doing stuff like this and showing you guys how to model airplanes and all that stuff on my channel, and making this a full-time job. And yeah, so if you can become a Patreon member. Also, if you can, send the super thanks. But if you can, just hit that subscribe button and like button. That's the least amount of things that you can do so to help this channel grow. So yeah, but anyway, I'd like to again thank Polymaker for sending me the PLA, and also KST Servos for sending the servos for the airplanes and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, that's going to do it for this video, and we will catch you in the next one.
Subscribe for more.